Tonight for New Mexico State, they are in their road blacks with white numerals and red trim. The opening tip is won by New Mexico State, so the Aggies will have the first possession of the game. UC Irvine with a little New Mexico doubleheader this season. UCI playing both New Mexico State and will visit the Pit in Albuquerque at New Mexico later in the year. First bucket of the game is made by Brandon Suggs. Again, came over from UCF a season ago where he averaged double figures. 10.1 points a game when he gets the game's first basket. So 2-0. New Mexico State early on. Bent Loiston sets a screen for Pierre Crockrell. Goes right back to Bent. Missed the bunny. Got his own rebound with one hand, but got knocked loose and picked up by New Mexico State. Thought Bent was going to get a second chance. Now here comes the Aggies going the other way. Coming up quickly. Rawls and a little floater is good just down the lane. Russ Turner trying to challenge his team. And that's a couple of easy buckets for New Mexico State to start the ball game tonight. New Mexico State 4, UC Irvine nothing. Justin Hahn back to Bent Loiston looking for Devin Tillis. Tillis up top, pulls up just beyond the left elbow and knocks it down for the Anteaters. First basket of the night. We're a little over a minute in. New Mexico State has a 4-2 lead on UC Irvine. Jordan Rawls with it now, guarded by Justin Hahn. There's number 2, as does Justin. Ball gets swung into the right corner, dumped down low underneath, and a layup was missed. Casey Ezeagu missed it. And now here comes Pierre Crockrell in transition. Back to the trailing Devin Tillis, missed it strong. Loiston one-handed rebound, right back out. Henry right wing three. That doesn't go either. Henry goes after his own rebound, ends up with it, now settles for a 15-footer and missed that one strong. So the Anteaters got a couple of good looks there, 3 of them really, none of them would fall. And now New Mexico State takes their 2-point lead, trying to build on that. Rawls leaves it on the front of the rim. Henry picks it up. Crockrell, no look to Justin Hahn, who lays it in. UC Irvine getting out in transition. We talked about this with Russ Turner pregame about how important transition basketball was. Anteaters the kind of team that can create stops. They get one here. Hahn on the free lane. Gets the bucket, finger roll good. And now UC Irvine with 6 quick points has taken a 2-point lead. A little 6-0 run here for the Anteaters. Jackson Posey now passing it up top. Ball being worked around the perimeter. Goes over to the left side now. Monty Jackson, swing pass, right side, Rawls 3-ball, short. Tillis with his jersey being grabbed, can't come up with a rebound. Ezeagu gets his shot rejected by Henry. Now the Anteaters have a 4-on-2. Crockrell to Henry, pulls up underneath. Loiston with 5 guys on his back gets fouled, and he's going to get 2 free throws. They should call this 2 free throws. And that was something else. That was an entire team. There were 5 black jerseys on the back of the 7-wood center, Bent Loiston from Germany. Loiston's used to carrying the load underneath. My goodness, he had the whole team on him. 17-17, 6-4, UC Irvine up early. I'm sorry, I exaggerated. There were only 4 guys on him. Rawls stayed a couple steps back. And Loiston now will go to the line. The Anteaters had a miserable free throw shooting game at San Jose State. It was better in the second half, but they started that game 3 of 11 from the stripe, and Bent Loiston just missed the first one here. So UC Irvine, no doubt, is going to have to improve upon that if they're going to be the kind of team that so many hope for here in these parts. Loiston's second foul shot, usually a good free throw shooter, missed both. Again, struggled at the line up at San Jose State, and now UC Irvine 0 for 2 from the charity stripe to begin this ball game. Rawls dribbling to his left. Gets it up top over to Jackson. Anteaters really being pesky in the backcourt, and the officials are letting them play, and a travel violation is going to result in a turnover, and UC Irvine is going to get the ball back. Clearly we have seen an emphasis in the backcourt for UC Irvine basketball, on-ball pressure, trying to create turnovers, generate their offense that way. Nifty move by Crockrell, able to shake his defender. Couldn't get the pass quite through to Devin Tillis. Got knocked loose. It's going to stay with UC Irvine. Carpenter just came into the game a moment ago. Robert Carpenter, a grad transfer that now at New Mexico State, it's his 5th school. So he has been all over. Quick inbound and a quick bucket for UC Irvine. Crockrell able to score on the inbound. So UC Irvine now on an 8-0 run. Looking for another stop here. It's Suggs. Gets it underneath. A lot of traffic, and Bent Loiston gets a rejection, gets picked back up. Still with it inside. Now Jackson Posey shot fake. They go back out. Kenyanga was the one that was working for it underneath, and another takeaway. Hone knocked it into Crockrell's hands. Those two couldn't decide who wanted to bring the ball up. Now it's Pierre. Pierre back to Tillis. Now over the right side, Justin Hone. Hone, who was a point guard a year ago, now moving to the wing, gets fouled on his trip, and Justin Hone's going to get a couple of free throws here with UC Irvine looking to expand upon this 8-0 run that the Anteaters are on right now. It's lasted a little over 3 minutes for UC Irvine. Again, they're getting it done with defense. Already forced a couple of turnovers of New Mexico State. Again, the defensive pressure in the backcourt is significantly better tonight for UC Irvine than it was what we saw at San Jose State just a few days ago. Justin Hone's first foul shot is good, and now we're going to see Hayden Welling come into the game along with Dean Keeler. We learned that UC Irvine is going to have 4 red shirts this season. An announcement made prior to that season opener at San Jose State, Hayden's brother Carter being one of them. Langston Redfield will sub into the game. Jurian Dixon, Eli Chol, and Ben Egbo, the other 3 redshirts for UC Irvine. Langston Redfield was a redshirt for UC Irvine last season, and now has come back and is in a pretty prominent role. In fact, he was the first player off the bench at San Jose State. Both free throws were made, so UC Irvine now on a 10-0 run here 4 minutes into this contest. New Mexico State scored on their first 2 trips. They haven't scored since. Suggs the pass over the right side. Trying to get through the lane towards the basket, and a bucket is good. Strong take by Jaden Harris. And that stops the 10-0 UC Irvine run. 2-possession game. Crockrell back to Welling. Top of the circle, right side Redfield. Puts it on the ground, works towards the baseline, tried to get a swing pass through underneath the Dean Keeler. He's able to get rid of it. Crockrell now Redfield. Redfield drug the pivot foot, and that's a turnover. We'll step aside. UC Irvine had a nice 10-0 run there, and they have a 4-point lead right now. 15:33 to go in the first. Here on the Anteater. There's Russ Turner talking to his team right now here on the campus of UC Irvine. 15:33 remaining in the first half as the Anteaters used a 10-0 run to build a 4-point lead here in the early goings. And again, the defensive pressure of Russ's group, really something to be excited about if you're an Anteater fan. And we are seeing the kind of defensive effort, especially in the backcourt, we really never saw at any point in the New Mexico State, the San Jose State game. Russ Turner, 14 years now as the head coach here at UC Irvine. 8 championships over the last 10 years. Talking about conference titles and conference tournament titles. A couple of trips to the NCAA tournament. Russ Turner, winningest coach in UC Irvine basketball history, 4th winningest all-time in Big West history. Renewing of a Big West rivalry of sorts tonight. New Mexico State once was. Spent 18 years in the WAC. Then New Mexico State ended up going to 10 NCAA tournaments in those 18 years in the WAC. That's new this year. New Mexico State now part of Conference USA. Harris comes into the game, passes up top, Jackson Posey, guarded by Crockrell. 10 to shoot, and he gets caught in traffic underneath. Looks like he might have been fouled by Crockrell, and that's the call. So that's going to be the first on Pierre. Shot clock reset. I think Russ Turner asking to see if maybe that was a travel there. Jackson's the inbounder, gets it over to Suggs, top of the circle, right back to Jackson Posey, open for 3, and he knocks it down right in front of the UC Irvine bench. Darren Saran in the game as a wing right now. Saran had 8 first-half points against San Jose State in his first collegiate basketball game. A true freshman from Turkey. Saran working down into the lane, goes back out. Henry, shot fake, brings it through the middle. Now back to Redfield up top, dumps it underneath down low. Good take by Hayden Welling, who lays it in. That was outstanding basketball right there for UC Irvine, one of their better offensive trips of the young season. But as I was getting to Saran, as much of a catalyst he was offensively, Russ Turner did talk post-game that night about trying to get Saran back to the defensive level that other players that go through this UC Irvine program eventually get to. Just hard to expect that for a true freshman right away. So he's got to work extra hard, maybe on the defensive end. And again, that's something that is commonplace at UC Irvine. Russ always having the expectation of defense there. But a moment ago, that was just a great pass from Langston Redfield. That's a player I'm particularly excited about this season in Langston Redfield, and his ability to create maybe the most coachable guy on the team. 14-17 remaining here in this opening half. UC Irvine 3-point lead. Inbound Carpenter. It was left short, and a good rebound right there by Dylan Thorner. Dylan Thorner 7 points away from 1,000 in his career, most of them coming at the Division II level, but excuse me, the Division III level. But the transfer from Tufts, a good three-point shooter. Langston trying to get it back to Keeler. Keeler's got to be careful not to pick up a foul here. It ends up being a turnover. Here comes New Mexico State down 3. Ran into traffic. Jackson Posey, after losing the handle on it, got picked up by Hone, and then he fouled Hone. So doubled down on the mistake by picking up a foul in the process. As Russ Turner talks with Langston Redfield now. Again, I talk about how coachable Langston Redfield is. And now we're going to see Redfield run the point. Again, something he can do. Redfield up top, gets a screen from Welling, looks over to the left side, finds Justin Hone. 20 on the shot clock. Hone dribbles behind his back, pulls up just inside the arc, top of the circle, no. Keeler fought for the rebound, it came loose, and Rawls was there to scoop it up for the Aggies. Here's Rawls in transition. Trying to get around Langston Redfield, gets into the lane over Keeler. Keeler might have gotten a hand on it there, picks up the rebound. They should give Keeler credit for a block, I think. Up ahead, here comes Hone now. Hone blast everybody, turned on the Jets, got to the hoop and scored. 14-9, UC Irvine by 5. 13-13 remaining here in the first half. What a take right there by Justin Hone, who's already off and running. Good start tonight for the Anteaters. Ball up top. Pull up, long two. Shot was missed there by Jalen Harris, and that's going to be a foul on the rebound. That's going to go against Casey's Yager. 12:57 remaining here in this opening half. 14-9, UC Irvine with a 5-point lead. The true freshman Darren Saran to bring the ball up the floor for the Anteaters now. He gets it across midcourt. Trying to get past his man, finds Justin Hone, who's been a hot hand to start this game. Hone already with 8 points. Keeler puts it on the ground. Dribbling up top, finds the slashing Thorner down to the left block. Has to get rid of it. Back to Keeler, who got hit on his trip. That was an athletic play right there for Dean Keeler, who will now go to the line. Boy, really good job by Keeler. Again, Keeler 6'11", was trying to handle the basketball. Top of the circle. You don't see Keeler put it on the ground all that much, especially there. Got rid of it, worked hard to get it back, and earned himself 2 free throws. Keeler's first foul shot rattles out. So the Anteater bigs struggling again at the line. Leutchen missed 2. Keeler missed his first. And able to get the second. So Dean Keeler gets on the board. Tillis, Leutchen, Welling have all scored. Keeler's got the 1 point, and then Justin Hone has the rest of the offense for UC Irvine. 8 of their first 15. Shot was missed there. Transition 3, Jackson. And now here comes Saran up the other way for UC Irvine. Saran gets by everybody. He gets underneath, gets his shot blocked. Keeler trying to knock it loose, ends up in the hands of Hone. Anteaters get a second chance. Here's Keeler putting it on the ground. Keeler with the take into the corner for Saran. Now Thorner, Hone, shot fake. Hone to the basket, gets it taken away. And now here comes New Mexico State in transition. Rawls, good job by Thorner getting back defensively. That is outstanding. Dylan Thorner, known for his three-point shooting, trying to add to it here, can't get that one. But that was an outstanding defensive effort by Dylan Thorner, the transfer from Tufts. We'll step aside for a moment. Anteaters playing with a much higher energy tonight. And UC Irvine up by 6 at the moment. 15-9 our score, 11:53 remaining here in this opening half. But Dylan Thorner getting the stop. Anteater defense working here on the Anteater Basketball Network.
I got myself a favorite stuffed animal for a plush toy now. We've got a new promotion going tonight. We've got the Chronic Taco Pot or Gold Challenge, and I've got my little.
And that's going to send Harris to the line. Harris, it's 2 points so far. No Aggie has more than 3 tonight. That was when Jackson Posey knocked down a tray earlier. Harris at the line, first free throw good. Not the first free throw, the free throw good. 3-point play converted. It's a 3-point game. 15-12 is our score, 11.5 remaining here in the first. It's Saran trying to get around a screen of Leuchten. Gets it over to Thorner. Thorner right wing three, does what he does best. Dylan Thorner knocks down his first career three at the Bren. And he's 4 away from 1,000. Irvine by 5, 17-12, 11-13 remaining. 18-12 rather, with UC Irvine up by 6. Ball gets over to the right side. Launching a three in response and knocking it down is Carpenter. So the Anteaters get a three. And New Mexico State able to answer right back. 3-point game. Here's Saran, a freshman from Turkey, looking underneath. Devin Tillis, another guy stepping into more of a leadership role this year. Tillis looking to back down his man. He got fouled in the post. That's going to go on Jackson. That's going to be his second. So with 10:42 to go, UC Irvine playing to a 3-point lead. UC Irvine gave up 4 points quickly in the first minute of this game, responded with a 10-0 run, and have led since. They're up by 3 right now. For UC Irvine, looking at this schedule for the Anteaters, really tough schedule. Cronkrell, no look pass to the slashing Thorner, goes back out. Tillis, who can shoot it, puts it on the ground. Tillis towards the basket. He's going to get called for an offensive foul. And a good job there by Suggs to help sell it, to draw the whistle. And that's going to be a turnover for UC Irvine, their third. But just looking ahead for the Anteaters and how tough this non-conference slate is, it's the hardest schedule that Russ Turner's ever put together. At USC next, they come back home for a non-D1 game in Occidental. Is coming up the other side. Jackson able to score, makes it a 1-point game, but Irvine then goes to Vegas. Will play Pepperdine, Toledo, and Rice. Pepperdine just had a heartbreaker at UC Davis a couple of nights ago. Anteaters throw it away. Ball's still free. If New Mexico State picks it up, they'd have a layup, but they can't do it. And New Mexico State now will get it underneath their own bucket with 10-10 remaining here in the half. As that was an easy giveaway for UC Irvine, and now New Mexico State will have a chance to take the lead. But UCI, Pepperdine, Toledo, Rice, then they go to Duquesne, to Utah State, to San Diego State, the defending national runner-up, come back home for South Dakota, and then at New Mexico when they go to the pit. So that's about as aggressive of a schedule as you will find. And UC Irvine playing really tough competition. So you look at that and try to find wins. This is when UC Irvine probably feels like they got to get tonight, but now they're down as Carpenter goes up and puts it in for 2. Think about the tough schedules Irvine's put together. This may be the toughest. Henry, fall away 2, no. Devin Tillis gets the rebound, second chance. Tillis underneath, spins, goes to the right-handed hook shot and gets it. So right after UC Irvine relinquished the lead, they respond with a bucket. Devin Tillis gets his second of the night, and UC Irvine's up by 1. Saran picks the pocket, 3-on-1, Saran to the hoop, gets all the way there and scores. Darren Saran for UC Irvine, able to lay it up and in. The steal and the score. And a timeout on the floor, looks like here. We'll take another look at this, but Darren Saran just got right in there, took it away, picked the ball up coast to coast. Good vision right there, and gets the basket to lay it up and in. (22-19). UC Irvine by 3. It's over to Harris. Ball gets over on the left side. Suggs, shot fake. Suggs going baseline, blocked by Bentz. Leuchten took it away. Here's UC Irvine now. Justin Hone up ahead in transition. Over to Leuchten. Leuchten with the slam! Gets the swat on one end and throws it down on the other. Here comes the inbound for Jaden Harris. Darren Saran picking up in the full court. It's Jackson. Saran is there, crossover dribble. Jackson Posey kicks it over to Cook. Over on the left side, guarded by Hone. Here's Cook coming off the screen. Right over, the floater is good. Got around Hone and got rid of it before Leuchten could challenge. Back to a one-possession game, 24-21. Here's Darren Saran. Saran, he gets himself a seam, and he gets fouled on his trip. One thing to keep an eye on, and we're going to see Saran get 2 free throws here. There have been some discussions amongst the officials and the way games are going to be officiated this year, where you're going to see a lot more blocks than charges, at least in terms of some of the initiatives that are out there. And you didn't really see that at San Jose State, where UC Irvine, and where there were 4 50-50s that could have been blocks or charges. All 4 were called charges against UC Irvine. It was incredibly rare to see that. You lose a game by 8 points, and that wipes 8 points off the board, plus whatever and one chances you might have had. As Saran gets the first free throw, but again, I think we're going to see a lot fewer charges for college basketball fans just watching across the country. You're just going to see less of it this year. Saran's second foul shot, tiptoes in, and Irvine's up 5. Bringing the ball up the floor now is Rawls for New Mexico State. Crossover dribble, Saran picks him up. It's over to Jackson on the left side. Harris back over to Suggs with O'Fury Judagele into the game, and he comes in and picks up a foul immediately. Got with the hand of the cookie jar there. And now we're going to see Dean Keeler return for UC Irvine. Keeler did a good job. Boy, this is a much more complete UC Irvine effort, and their depth is really on display tonight. Irvine playing at a higher level right now than I think we saw at any point at San Jose State. But they're only up 5. Good basketball game here in major college hoops on a Saturday night. What's better? Ball gets over to Cook. Over to the left side now, 8 to shoot. Mexico State running out of time. 5 seconds in the corner. Carpenter for 3, no. Hone goes up, gets a tough rebound, and now Hone's going to bring the ball up for UC Irvine. Hone back to the trailing O'Fury. Looking right side, Saran. Saran goes underneath Keeler, down right block. 1 dribble, 2 dribble, backing down to his man, goes to the right hand. Hook shot, sweet kiss off the glass for 2, and UC Irvine's up 7. Ball up top, looking over to the right side now. It's a take by Cook, and the floater is good. So UC Irvine now trying to push after giving up a bucket. Still up by 5 points, inside-out action. Henry 3 ball missed. O'Fury fighting for a loose ball, ends up in Saran's hands. He goes up and gets it for 2. Darren Saran now with 4 points as New Mexico State looks to make this a track meet. They get out in transition. Free throws will be coming. That's the 7th against UC Irvine. Got a first-round win over Santa Clara in the NIT a year ago. 26-win season at Sam Houston State. Taking over this New Mexico State program in total disarray. And his job has been, well, let's start over. And he's done a good job at that, building through the transfer portal, put a good team together this year and trying to bring his stability. Defensive mindset, work ethic, kind of way he goes about his business. Harris is able to make the first free throw here. I know when speaking with Russ Turner pregame, he's got a lot of respect for Jason Hooten. Those guys essentially started their careers at the same time when Hooten got the job at Sam Houston State. Same year, UC Irvine hired Russ Turner. So they've been at this, and they played that season, a game in which Sam Houston State ended up winning in overtime. Guarantee you Russ Turner hasn't forgotten about that. 6:48 remaining. 30-25, UC Irvine with a 5-point lead. Devin Tillis at the line of the last foul against Mexico State puts the Anteaters in the bonus. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good for Devin Tillis. Brandon Suggs is the one charged with foul there, his first. For UC Irvine, Darren Saran has 2. Nobody else has more than 1. Different foul situation for New Mexico State. Jackson's got 2. Iziagu has 2. That's why he's been on the bench so much. Jackson also with 2 personal. Tillis' second foul shot, no good. Rebound Harris. 31-25, UC Irvine with a 6-point lead. Been their largest margin tonight. Rawls guarded by Crocker. 17 on the shot clock. Rawls still with it. Now passes back up top. Carpenter trying to make a one-handed Quarterback pass, couldn't do it. Then a little give and go action, and Carpenter got hit on his trip, so we'll get a couple of free throws here after the dish from Suggs. Foul's going to be on Langston Redfield. Foul on Redfield will be his second. It's the 9th against UC Irvine. So the next, we'll put New Mexico State in the double bonus. So we still have 6:27 left to play. First free throw good. Neither team has shot the ball that well from behind the arc. UC Irvine 1 of 5. New Mexico State 2 of 6. Anteaters struggled from deep up at San Jose State as well. Second free throw in and out. Here comes Crockrell. Up ahead for UC Irvine. Crockrell looking for Langston Redfield, able to find him left wing. Redfield puts it on the ground. Right-handed pass to Crockrell. Chest pass now. Henry, 3-ball, knocks it down! Andre Henry with the Anteaters' second tray of the night. They have their biggest lead up 8, 34-26 with 6 minutes remaining in the first. Rawls looking over to the right side now, and that's going to be a foul here, an illegal screen on New Mexico State's number 21, Ryan Carpenter. That's going to be his second. So Andre Henry knocks down the 3 on one side, and the Anteaters with a turnover on the other. A gift from New Mexico State is Jason Hooten. Let's get his team going here. Tillis looking underneath Keeler with a nice seal down low. Gets fouled inside, count it, and one for Dean Keeler. Boy, Keeler did such an excellent job sealing down to the paint. That was a perfect pass from Devin Tillis. Not a whole lot of room there to get that pass through. As our television audience will see another look at this. I mean, that was perfect with Keeler out in front of Carpenter. Got a perfect pass, goes up, gets pushed. That's a beautiful assist right there for Devin Tillis. And Dean Keeler able to make the shot underneath. Trying to finish the three-point play. Does just that. Irvine's up 11. 37-26 with 5:46 still to play here in the first half. This has been a totally different UC Irvine team than what we saw at San Jose State. And Irvine shooting 61% from the floor right now. 3-ball on the other end, slips off the iron. Loose ball is going to stay with New Mexico State. After the 3 was missed by Suggs. UC Irvine turning it up defensively and has led to a lot of offensive chances. The Anteaters doing a good job getting to the hoop. And now have gone on a 7-1 run in the last 83 seconds. Inbound to Cook. Cook with it now coming off the screen. It's Henry. Anteaters pick up man-to-man. There's Harris. No dribble handoff. Cook now with it. Goes to Rawls. Rawls 3-ball left wing. Trey gets it. And New Mexico State able to respond to get back into this game. 38-29. UC Irvine still. Underneath, Welling on a no-look pass from Crockrell gets fouled. And well, that's going to send Welling to the line for a couple of free throws here. Foul is going to go on Suggs, and that's now his third. Check that, his second, forgive me. But here's the situation for New Mexico State. They're a team that, again, doesn't have near the depth UC Irvine has. But their foul situation is bleak right now. Jackson's got 2. Ezeagu's got 2. Should say Jackson Posey as well as 2, as does Suggs now, and Ryan Carpenter. Robert Carpenter also 2 fouls. So you look at having 5 players in an already short rotation being that kind of foul trouble is a problem. Welling gets the first free throw. UC Irvine in the double bonus, and a technical foul has been issued to Suggs as he was heading to the bench. So UC Irvine's getting an extra free throw here as Suggs not happy about it. So now he's got 3 after picking up a tee. Boy, whatever he said to the officials is going to give UC Irvine extra free throws. Thorner looks like the one to shoot him as he goes to the end of the bench. His team already chasing 9 points here. And Thorner trying to add to it, but that is a tough foul to pick up as Thorner misses it. And he's going to have to sit for a while now with 3. Again, a part-time starter at Central Florida a year ago where he averaged over 10 points a game. He's played 107 games in his collegiate career. Thorner ends up missing both free throws. But UC Irvine Again, still the 9-point lead as Welling goes back to the stripe. Thorner 4 away from 1,000 in his career. If you include his time in Division III Tufts, Welling gets that. So he makes bold, and Irvine back up 10, 39-29. A little over 5 minutes to go here in the first half. It's been a good, just all-around basketball half for UC Irvine. Rawls guarded by Crockrell. Leutchen goes over the scorer's table. He'll come in momentarily. Off the screen, it's Christian Cook. Goes to the right-hand floater and gets it right past Henry. Able to put it up and in for 2. Crockrell now for UC Irvine. Looking for a screen, gets it from Welling. Crockrell, no-look pass. Goes down low to the slashing Henry, who gets fouled on his trip. Some more free throws coming for UC Irvine. Again, UC Irvine did a pretty good job shooting free throws in the second half at San Jose State. But like I mentioned, they started that game 3 of 11 from the stripe. So far tonight, UC Irvine 9 of 15. But they've shot 10 more free throws than New Mexico State has. They're 4 of 5.
Shut up!
Irvine has been the aggressor, especially on the defensive end, to create fast break chances. They're doing a good job getting to the hoop. And Andre Henry gets that to put UC Irvine at 40 first half points as Ben Leutchen subs in for Dean Keeler. 40-31, UC Irvine leading New Mexico State. And Henry gets both. See if the Anteaters can work another stop here before the under 4 timeout. Ball gets across midcourt. Looking over to the left side now. Whoa. Backdoor cut. Open seam. Cook can't get it. The tip missed as well, and Henry ends up with a loose ball. Thorner now in transition 3. Thorner rattles in and out. Welling on the offensive glass gets his shot blocked. Leutchen earns a 3rd try. Now Henry, shot fake, goes underneath. Tip pass from Crockrell down to Welling at the right block. Now short corner goes back to Crockrell, 9 to shoot. No shot clock reset. 7 seconds illegal screen. Going to be called on Welling. That's a turnover. Man, UC Irvine had some good looks right there. And the foul on Hayden is going to be his first. And the next foul is going to put New Mexico State in the double bonus. UC Irvine's already there. 41-31, 4 minutes remaining. A little less now. Ball's up top, it's Rawls. Rawls gets all the way down to the left block, missed it strong. Welling fighting for a loose ball, crashed down hard. And the arrow belongs to UC Irvine. They'll have it coming out of the break. 3:48 to go here in this first half. Irvine by 10, 41-30 in a week. UC Irvine is at the Brent on the 17th, Friday night. So in 6 days from now, you got to wait all the way till mid-December before you see the UC Irvine Anteaters at the Brent again. But UC Irvine going to play a lot of tough road games between now and then. Here's Pierre Crockrell across midcourt for UC Irvine. Crockrell, Hone, Henry, Tillis, Leutchen. Starting 5 for UC Irvine, the 5 on the floor right now for the Anteaters. 12 on the shot clock. Crockrell drifts over to the right side, dribbles between his legs, comes off the screen. Rolling is Leutchen. Crockrell shoots, can't get it. Devin Tillis on the offensive glass earns a second chance for UC Irvine. Now backing down his man. Finds the cutting Crockrell. Short corner 2 missed. About 10 feet. Leutchen offensive rebound. Now Tillis for 3. That one's missed as well. And a foul's going to be called on. Big Bent going over the top. UC Irvine is doing a good job dominating the paint right now. 22 paint points to just 12 in New Mexico State. They're also just crushing New Mexico State on the glass, 22-10. But a foul there on Bent Leutchen means a couple of free throws coming for New Mexico State. Jonathan Kinyonga will be the one of the line here for the Aggies. Down by 10, now 9 with that made free throw. Langston Redfield returns for UC Irvine as Andre Henry steps aside. Kinyonga from the Congo. 6'9" grad transfer. Unable to get the second. Anteaters trying to push. Justin Hone now on a long lead pass from Crockrell. Hone dribbles over the top, now to Tillis, another look at a three. This time he's got it. Devin Tillis, third time's the charm. He's got 8, and UC Irvine's up a dozen. 2:48 to play in the first, 44-32, UC Irvine leading New Mexico State. Cook looking over to Harris, guarded by Hone. Harris with it now. A little pick and roll action instead, a pop, 3-ball strong. Taking a miss there by Jackson. And now Irvine will get it the other way. Croc roll back to the trailing Tillis. This time a shot fake and a seam. Gets hit on his trip, goes crashing down. And Devin Tillis is going to get 2 free throws here. I'm going to call this foul on Jackson. And that's his third personal. So that's the second Aggie with 3. And the foul situation I mentioned about 3 minutes ago was bleak for New Mexico State and getting worse. They're going to have to bring a new player into the game for New Mexico State. We haven't seen yet here tonight. Keelan Dorsey. First foul shot made by Devin Tillis. 45-32. Irvine by 13, their biggest lead tonight with a little less than 2.5 minutes to go in the opening half. And he's able to get both. UC Irvine has taken advantage of their trips. UC Irvine 13 of 19 from the line. Not great, but much better than what we saw at San Jose. New Mexico State 5 of 7. So UC Irvine has taken 12 more free throws in the first half than New Mexico State has. Anteaters, again, just being the aggressors that go into the basket. Anteaters dominating points in the paint. 22-12. 14 to shoot. Rawls, inside-out action. Harris shot fake. O'Fury able to recover. Good crossover move. Step back 3, and Harris drills it from deep. Nice move right there by Jaden Harris. Crossover, step back tray. Still 11-point UC Irvine lead. Bent Leuchten down low. His right-handed hook is missed. Ball comes free. Last touch by Redfield. And now New Mexico State will take over with 1:44 to go. UC Irvine up 11. Leuchten 4 points, 3 rebounds, couple of blocks already in this game. And the one sequence where he had a swat on one end, a slam on the other. Here's Rawls. Over to Harris now. Harris just hit the 3 a moment ago. Gets the entry pass down low underneath. Stutter step, that to travel all the way, and a turnover by Kenyonga. So here's Dean Keeler. That was a pretty good seal down low, but Kenyonga just got caught. Shuffled the feet and gave it away. There's O'Fury Judagele. Pass into Pierre Crockrell. Crockrell's going to run the point for UC Irvine to bring it across midcourt. Started his career at Pacific. This is his second year at UC Irvine, where he was second in the Big West in assists a year ago. Only behind Santa Barbara's A.J. Mitchell, Player of the Year. Into the corner, Redfield 3, knocks it down! Langston Redfield puts UC Irvine up 14 with just over a minute to go in the first. His first bucket of the night is a big one, and UC Irvine might end up scoring 54 points in the first half. 49. Jumper able to be made in recovery by Dorsey. 15-second shot clock differential. 3-ball home, no. Now the fans are on their feet because there's free chicken from a local restaurant with every made 3 in the final minute. So the student section is really excited. So UC Irvine is wanting to shoot a bunch of 3s right now. They also want to get to 50 points. About a 3-second differential shot clock game difference. I look at the rebounding stats right now. I don't know what's more impressive, the fact that UC Irvine has 25 first-half rebounds or the fact that they've limited New Mexico State to just 12. That is unheard of. There's Langston Redfield, the inbounder here. He gets it over to Crockrell. Again, a 4-second differential shot clock game clock. Here's Crockrell. Guarded up top by Cook. Crockrell crossover dribble. Keeler comes to help him out. The pressure is on. Keeler gets it. 8 seconds. Back to Crockrell. 5 seconds now for UC Irvine. Keeler to Hone. 3 seconds. Hone dribbles behind his back. Good defense. Top of the circle trade. Doesn't get it off in time. And a shot clock violation with 3.3 seconds remaining. So UC Irvine student section looks like they're going to have to buy their own dinner tonight. 3.3 ticks remaining. We'll adjust the clock here. I think it's going to end up being more like 3.7 maybe. I think that's what they're looking at. The inbounder here is going to be Harris for New Mexico State. You can hear the students right now. We want chicken. Well, sorry guys, it's not looking good. Less than 4 seconds to go in the half, and well, New Mexico State has the ball. They're going to put 4 seconds even on the game clock. Now, Langston Redfield's three came with 1 minute and 3 seconds to go. Oh, so close. Final 4 seconds. Into the corner. Oh, that's all alone. Dorsey's three ball's an air ball. Boy, he had a great look. Could have cut it to single digits, but instead UC Irvine takes a 12-point lead in the halftime. 49-37 is our score. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get a preview of UC Irvine basketball team through the lens of the Big West Conference. Tim Neverett and Richie Schuler. That's next. I'm Trent Rush here at halftime from the Brent Center on the Anteater basketball last season. Even with the Anteaters, two guards that transferred leading the way, where he suffered an injury, and if there's any silver lining to that injury that Leutchen suffered last season was it allowed some of the other Anteater bigs to get experience. Leutchen picks up a foul right away. I think about Akiva McBurney Griffin. I don't know that we ever get to know the kind of basketball player Akiva McBurney Griffin is if not for Ben Leutchen getting hurt last season, and Keeler has dealt with injuries throughout his entire career. Ball gets inbounded to Iziagu, who's into the game, playing with 2 fouls. As New Mexico State, big-time first-half foul trouble. They're able to get many of those guys with limited first-half minutes because of that foul trouble into the game here to start the second half. 4 seconds remaining. Leutchen gets a block, his third of the night, 1 to shoot. Stepped out of bounds, UC Irvine ball. Bent Leutchen doing a great job protecting the rim for UC Irvine as Iziagu got his shot rejected. So 3 first-half blocks for Leutchen. Or excuse me, 2 in the first half and now 1 here early in the second half. It's Crockrell. Leutchen can shoot the 3, does right here, left it short. And the rebound goes to Jackson Posey. Jackson Posey guarded by Crockrell. Trying to get around Pierre, and Pierre ends up fouling him. Jackson Posey, a transfer from Stephen F. Austin, was a 45% three-point shooter last year. For Crockrell, that's his first person. Check that, his second. Inbound goes to Rawls, guarded by Hone. Less than a minute into the second half. UC Irvine up by 12, which was the score at halftime, 49-37. Rawls, good step-back move, gets bumped, no whistle, left short. Rebound Tillis. I think Rawls was saying there should have been a whistle there. Here's UC Irvine going the other direction. Tillis in transition to Justin Hone over on the left wing. Hone dribbles behind his back, now looks for Henry on the right wing. Henry goes slashing through, Leutchen right elbow, up top, Hone. 14 on the shot clock, back down low to Leutchen. Leutchen about 8 feet away from the hoop. Backing down his man, down at that right block, up top Tillis. Now Henry, left wing 3 with 5 on the shot clock, knocks it down. Andre Henry now with 8 points. And UC Irvine lead grows 52-37. Irvine by 15, their largest lead of the night. Ball to Harris. Crossover dribble. Up top for Rawls. Rawls now looking left side, Carpenter. Carpenter hits the 3. Carpenter now at his 5th school. Sat out last season at Kent State. Was at Mississippi Valley State before that. Was their top scorer. Spent some time at St. Bonaventure, Pearl River Community College in Mississippi. He's been all over. Crockrell puts it up. Looked like he was going to pass. Instead said, you know what? Let me just put this one off the glass. Up and in for 2. 54-40, Irvine 14-point lead. 17:34 remaining here in this ball game. It's Rawls, guarded by Justin Hone, near midcourt. Looking over to the left side now. It's Jaden Harris out of South Plains College, community college transfer. Less than 10 to shoot. Ball goes down to the block. Cutting through, Carpenter in and out. Trying to get the rebound there was the big fella, Ezeagu. And it's going to be a jump ball, and the arrow belongs to UC Irvine. Russ Turner was saying it should have been a shot clock violation, and maybe the officials are going to gather together here and sort this one out. The board shows a 0 after the dead ball. It's going to be UC Irvine ball no matter what. The question is just a matter of will the arrow alternate. If it's a shot clock violation, well, UC Irvine gets it and they keep the possession arrow, or it's a jump ball, which is what was called on the floor. New Mexico State will have it next. For New Mexico State, those just joining us, a complete reset of a program from last season. It's their first year in Conference USA also. After 18 years in the WAC, new head coach, new assistant coaches, an entirely new roster with not one returner, the only team in college basketball with that, and the new conference. So everything is new. Whatever you knew about New Mexico State before, throw it out the window. It's a complete program reset that Jason Hooten has taken on after 13 successful seasons at Sam Houston State and a couple of NCAA tournament appearances. Okay, so the ball hit the rim, and so it's going to be a jump ball. So that was the call on the floor, and it's going to stay with UC Irvine, but the possession arrow will change. They looked at the monitors there, and it showed that the ball actually hit the rim. So appreciate the officials for clarification tonight. Well, that's some nice ball handling by Pierre Crockrell right there. Matt Leutchen was getting his jersey held onto there by Ezeagu, and well, it's going to be a foul on Ezeagu, and that's going to be his 4th. Well, I guess our clock operator was quick on that. It's actually just his 3rd. No, it's his. Yeah, I thought it was his 4th. The officials are going to have to sort this one out. I had him at 4. Pierre Crockrell is going to be the inbounder for UC Irvine. They go to Devin Tillis, right hand hook shot, good. Into Tillis' hands and up right away. He's got a dozen. I should mention tonight our officials, Randall McCall, Deldry Carr, and Matthew Rockison. Ball over to Jackson Posey. Jackson Posey to the basket, blocked by Andre Henry, who got way up for that 3-on-2. Crockrell's pass deflected and taken away by Rawls. Boy, how about Andre Henry? The guard going way up for that rejection. That guy's got hops. Meanwhile, jumper short corner on the other side was missed from the left post. Down to Carpenter. Oh, and back to trailing Tillis for 3. Knocks it down. 15 for Devin Tillis. And Irvine's up 19, 59-40. Did want to clarify, I was trying to figure out the Ezeagu foul situation. He does have 3, so they have it right on the board and got it sorted out here. Meanwhile, Carpenter gets the bucket and was able to score. 59-42 still. UC Irvine with a 17-point lead. Andre Henry all alone for 3. Yep, he buried it. That's way too open. UC Irvine 7 of 15 from distance. You give him that much space, he'll make you pay. Henry becomes the second Anteater in double figures with 11. Jumper on the other side, it's Rawls. And New Mexico State's going to bring a whole new group into the game. Timeout on the floor. It's becoming a bit of a hangout game, but UC Irvine enjoying a 62-44 lead with 15:25 to play on the Anteater basketball net. Andre Henry really coming alive here, and in this play he made going up for the rejection, his hand was well above the rim. When he went to pin it off the backboard, I mean, he goes up, and that was for a guard to go make a swat like that. Very impressive defense by Andre Henry, who followed suit by making a 3 in the corner. A couple possessions later, he's got 11. Russ Turner, looking at the stat sheet right now, is Bent Leutchen, Pierre Crockrell, Justin Hone. Those 3 starters for UC Irvine can sit down and take a load off as the second unit comes in for UC Irvine with 15:25 to go in the half. We've been asking the question, who's going to step up with the absence of a couple of Anteater stars who departed this winter, this summer. And now UC Irvine is getting some answers to those questions. Dean Keeler got a great pass from Saran. That's a goaltend. It's on its way down, and UC Irvine's going to get 2 points. Dean Keeler gets credit for 8 now tonight. And that's going to take us to another timeout. UC Irvine enjoying a 20-point lead with 15:08 to play here on the Anteater Basketball Network. Irvine this season, their leading rebounder a year ago, 7th in the Big West in boards, is doing that again. For UC Irvine, 15-9, a couple of assists tonight as well. Devin Tillis, the leading scorer here in this game, and has done all of that in 15 minutes. A very efficient night for Dev, who started his career at UNLV and has made his way back home to Southern California and making a big impact for UC Irvine. Dealing with an injury his entire first year here with the Anteaters. Good for UC Irvine a year ago, and man, looks even better this time around. Ball gets underneath, little reverse action, shot was missed, rejection, and a rebound by Keeler. Kenyaga gets it, Saran up ahead. Henry just hit a 3 there a moment ago. That one rattles out, and the board is going to get picked up by Jackson. UC Irvine back on the defensive end now. Jackson, top of the circle. Looking to attack, goes over Welling and Keeler. And Keeler's going to be the one that gets the rebound for UC Irvine. Up by 20 points, 64-44. Saran over to Keeler. Now over to Langston Redfield. 14-10 remaining here in this ball game. Welling gets his pocket picked and then makes a foul immediately of Jackson to make sure that he didn't get any kind of space. So Clarence Jackson fouled immediately after Welling coughed it up. Valuable opportunity now for UC Irvine's bench to demonstrate, well, that this team does have some real depth this year. And that's something I know Russ Turner was really excited about coming into this season. This has been an outstanding basketball game played by UC Irvine. Again, they still have less than 14 minutes remaining, up 20 points. They've really played well. Suggs gets his shot blocked by Redfield. Boy, the Anteaters' shot blocking ability has been nothing short of very impressive. That's their 6th rejection tonight. Redfield looking over to the right side now to Andre Henry. Down low, Keeler, right block. Takes one dribble, now goes to the right hand. That was about a 10-foot fall-away hook shot, and it was no good from the baseline. Rebound in New Mexico State. Up ahead quickly, it's Jackson Posey coming off a screen. Posey picks up left elbow, back out. Carpenter for 3 over the hand of Hayden Welling, and Robert Carpenter cuts it to 17. See, Irvine now has got a little quiet offensively. They haven't scored in over 2 minutes. There's Darren Saran. Saran skips his way to the hoop, gets fouled on his trip, and is going to get a couple of free throws here. We'll see who this foul is on. We're going to call this on Rawls. Check that. Jackson Posey's going to be the one to call for the foul. That's going to be the 3rd on Jalen Jackson Posey. And it is going to be a shooting foul for Darren Saran, who had 8 points in the opener all in the first half at San Jose State. Has already scored 6 here in this game tonight. Everybody's getting going for the Anteaters offensively. Saran gets that free throw. Tillis leading the way, 15-9. Andre Henry's also in double figures with 8, but the balance of this UC Irvine offense is impressive. Justin Hone, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. Dean Keeler, 8 and 5. Saran, 7. Leitchen, 4 and 4. 3 blocks tonight. Saran can't get that one. O'Fury goes up, gets the tough rebound, goes back to Darren Saran, thought about shooting, said gets it to O'Fury in the corner. Now the opposite corner for Thorner, and he traveled. Got a little too excited with the space, and Thorner is going to give it right back to New Mexico State. Dylan Thorner, in his career, 996 points, including his time at Tufts. Ball goes the other way underneath. Ezeagu is able to get it over to Carpenter. And Ezeagu on the seal from Carpenter and able to score. Here's Darren Saran the other direction. Saran to the basket, gets it to go. Teardrop hung on the rim, goes through. He's got 9. And the freshman from Turkey making quite the first impression here in this first week playing for UC Irvine. Ezeagu on the other end, muscling his way through Dean Keeler. Back up with the right hand, and he gets it. Boy, maybe a different game tonight if Ezeagu isn't in that big foul trouble early and is really at his minutes limited. He's played just 12. There's Thorner. Thought about the three, instead passes Saran, who goes underneath to Keeler. Gets some attention of a double team. That leaves Saran open for three. He missed it. O'Fury tapped it loose. Keeler picked it up. Now Thorner for three, and Dylan Thorner knocks it down. 999 in his career. His parents holding up signs. Welcome home, Dylan, who grew up here in Irvine. Beckman High School, went all the way to the East Coast to play Division III college basketball at Tufts. His dad never missed a game. And now he's back at UC Irvine in home Orange County. Jackson Posey to Ezeagu. O'Fury got in the lane. That's going to end up being a foul on O'Fury. Darren Saran, strong take, lays it in, and then how about this? A little broken play leads to Dylan Thorner knocking down his second three of the night. UC Irvine with a 19-point lead, 11:21 remaining. I would think that UC Irvine coaching staff, was that a smile I saw from Mike Wilder? Okay, in fairness, Mike Wilder's always smiling, but I think you can appreciate what you're seeing tonight. With 11:21 to go, 70-51, UCI up 19. Anteaters don't want to take their foot off the gas. They got to finish this game strongly. They played so well tonight. You don't want New Mexico State to feel like they can get back in it. Well, then Jackson Posey able to get the floater down to the left block. So 17-point lead now for UC Irvine. Saran to Redfield. Redfield now to Leutchen to Thorner. Saran with it over on the right side, down to the corner, now gets all the way up to the top of the circle. Strong take, but he got fouled on his trip. It's going to be a foul on Jackson Posey. And that's now the fourth on Jalen Jackson Posey. So he's got four. Ezeagu's got three. Jackson and Suggs have three each as well. Not the third against New Mexico State here in the half. Now another foul. And this one's going to be on Carpenter. So that's his third. So add another one to the foul trouble list for New Mexico State. Now Jason Newton's going to have to make a sub, and he'll bring Rawls in with Jackson Posey headed back to the bench for New Mexico State. Irvine trying to build on a 17-point lead with less than 11 minutes to go here from the Brent Center tonight. Saran gets the pass into Leutchen. Now Saran looking back for Leutchen. Instead puts a shot up. Got deflected. Ends up being New Mexico State basketball, and they go hustling in transition. It's Harris who gets fouled on his way up. And that's going to be free throws coming. Foul on Langston Redfield, and I think on top of that, it might have been exaggerated by maybe a little wet spot on the floor here. It's the fifth against UC Irvine, second on Redfield. Saran, the freshman. Boy, he is really a key piece for UC Irvine, especially in that second unit. I am so impressed when you talk about Darren Saran, the young point guard for UC Irvine, his poise as a true freshman. It's just his second college basketball game. I mean, in the first half of his first ever real NC2A D1 college basketball game, he had 8 first-half points. I mean, he is completely unfazed by the moment. Both free throws were good. Again, New Mexico State is not put away yet. It's a 15-point game. UC Irvine, again, can't let up. They have their second unit plus Leutchen in right now. Here's Saran. Dribble behind his back, gets around Cook. Back to Leutchen. Langston Redfield wasn't there. Now Leutchen's still hanging on to it. It's Saran. Saran splits two defenders, gets tripped up. It's going to be the fifth team foul on New Mexico State. They're going to end up calling this one on Christian Cook. It's just his first. He may be the only Aggie not in foul trouble tonight. 10:22 to go. We're seeing right now with this second unit of O'Fury and Redfield in the game together. Saran really is kind of the playmaker. It's Leutchen. Thorner now. A little driving action, throws it away, and an offensive foul anyway. Well-timed charge taken there by Robert Carpenter. And now UC Irvine's going to bring the starting 5 back in. So Hone, Crockroll, Henry, Tillis join Lloydston as UC Irvine has the starting 5 on the court. Yeah, in the second unit, you just didn't quite see the offensive firepower there. It was only so much Saran could do. It's going to be Rawls bringing the ball to the floor for the Aggies, guarded by Crockroll. Rawls gets around Crockroll, still dribbling. Tillis says not anymore. He takes it away. Aggies with a 3-on-1. Crockroll to Henry. Henry to the basket. Gets fouled. Count it and one. Right when New Mexico State was rallying back in this game, Devin Tillis gets a takeaway. Great pass from Crockroll, and then the finish by Andre Henry in traffic. Has a chance at a 3-point play. That was well timed. Andre Henry, 13 points now for UC Irvine. And it's good. So now 14 for Henry, and UC Irvine's lead grows 73-55. They've led by as many as 20. They're up 18 right now. Yeah, and right when you thought New Mexico State had a chance to try to make a run here against the second unit, Russ Turner wisely brings in the starters, and those guys have brought real energy into this game. Crockroll looking for Tillis. Now it's over to the left side, Hone. Tillis sets a screen for him. Hone up top, looking over to Lloydston. Little handoff, Crockroll, baseline 2, and Pierre says, hey, I can shoot it too. His second bucket tonight, 4 points, 7 assists for Pierre Crockroll tonight. And UC Irvine's leads back to 20, 75-55 with 9:18 to play. Iziagu, this is strong from 10 feet on the baseline. Crockroll now looking for Henry. Henry, transition tray missed early in the shot clock. 9 minutes remaining here in this game. Here's Christian Cook. Gets around a screen. Cook pulls up right elbow 2. UC Irvine's bench in this game, but 45 of their 75 coming from the starters. It's Crockroll across midcourt for UC Irvine. 18 on the shot clock. It's to Hone. Hone. It's been quiet since the start of this game. Back to Tillis. Tillis air ball. Wow. Where did that come from? His teammates might give him a hard time about that afterwards. Maybe Tillis was too open there. You know Tillis is a good three-point shooter. He's already made 2 in this game. He's got a game-high 15 points, 10 boards. It's Rawls now looking over to the left side. High dribble by Harris. Justin Hone. Harris now lost the handle on it. Hone's all over him, not giving him any kind of room. Harris able to get rid of it. Iziagu gets around Lloydston for a two-handed slam. 75-59. Dean Keeler over to the scorer's table now. It's Crockroll up top. Runs into 2 defenders. Leaves Lloydston open. Pass somehow gets through. Lloydston to Tillis. Lot of contact. Count it and 1 for Devin Tillis. Casey Iziagu making that finish. Getting around Bent Lloydston with a two-handed slam. Now he just picked up a foul, so he's got 4, but Iziagu 6-4 for Sam Houston last year. Came over with Jason Hooten, making an impact, and now Dean Keeler is in for Lloydston. Devin Tillis at the stripe, trying to convert a 3-point play here for UC Irvine. There's Iziagu, 6'10", started his career at Kansas State, then UTEP, Sam Houston, and now New Mexico State. We'll have to get a research department on this one to see if Iziagu was on the roster in 2019 when UC Irvine beat Kansas State. I think he missed it by a year. Hayden Welling comes in for Devin Tillis. Had a great game tonight. Tillis 17-9. New Mexico State with possession. It's Rawls. Guarded by Crockroll. Looking underneath. Iziagu. Back to Rawls baseline. Baseline jumper, no good. Ball comes free. Iziagu gets fouled here. I think they're going to call this on Hayden Welling. Dean Keeler looked like he got a block underneath, but maybe foul first. Yeah, they're going to call the foul on Welling first. So So that's going to be 3 now on Hayden. Iziagu at the line, misses it short. UC Irvine 15 of 22 from the line. Not great, but 15 made free throws is good. New Mexico State, 7 of 10. UC Irvine has got a lot more free throw chances now. 8 of 11 are the Aggies, but UC Irvine also outscoring New Mexico by 10 in the paint, and the rebounding battle has been just dominated by UC Irvine. 37-19 in favor of the Anteaters, and that's with New Mexico State shooting 45% to UC Irvine's 54%. I know it's 9%, but that's not dramatically different. Andre Henry left alone. Top of the circle, Trey, you got it. 17 now for Henry, tied with Tillis for a game high, and UC Irvine's got a blackjack lead, 81-60. Jackson Posey, now looking up top. 3 ball, top of the circle answer for New Mexico State. Casey Cook gets it. Christian Cook, rather. And now it's 81-63 with under 7 to go. Here's Crockrell around the screen into the corner for Hone. Hone going up the baseline, runs right into Carpenter. And he got fouled, so 2 free throws coming for Justin Hone here.
21, Carpenter, his 4.
You can imagine Justin Hone's going to be excited when the South Dakota squad comes here instead of UC Irvine going to South Dakota last year. Though that was a good trip. We had a chance to meet Justin's family, and they were outstanding. Meanwhile, in soccer, UC Davis and UC Irvine are in penalty kicks for the men's championship. This after the women's team just took down UCLA yesterday in the NC2A tournament as Hone misses that free throw. So it has been quite the season of soccer. Now, keep in mind this game with UC Irvine is happening just, I don't know, 100 yards from where we're at inside the Brent Center right now. Hone ends up missing both free throws. That's a big-time soccer game. We'll keep you posted on the outcome as it develops. Jackson Posey looking underneath. Iziagu trying to get around Keeler. Right-hand hook shot. Good stop by Keeler. Ball comes loose. Crockrell trying to pick it up. He's unable to do so. Runs into us here on the scorer's table. Ball goes out of bounds in New Mexico State. He's going to get it back. That's an all-time classic going on right now in the Big West Tournament. Men's soccer final, 4-4 in PKs. There's Jackson Posey. If you want to go split screen, that game's also available on ESPN+. Jackson Posey going underneath. Iziagu can't get it off in time. A shot clock violation. And UC Irvine is going to take over. 81-63 with 6:11 to play. It's Crockrell, Henry, Hone starting front court, or excuse me, starting back court for UC Irvine. Second unit of front court players, and Welling and Keeler in the game right now. Irvine just got another free throw. They just need another made PK. All they need is a stop of Davis, and they're the Big West champs. This is a chance to be quite the night for UC Irvine athletics. Justin Hone to bring the ball across midcourt. Here's Hone with it now. Keeler sets a pick. Hone looking left side, Crockrell. 15 on the shot clock. Crockrell gets a screen from Keeler. Crockrell up top. Through the lane, off the glass, well off. Rebound's going to come out to New Mexico State. Take on the other side. Good stop by Keeler. Ball gets thrown out of bounds, and UC Irvine will take it. Of course, the UC Irvine women's basketball team handled Seattle earlier today, 74-43. Pierre Crockrell comes off 8 assists tonight for Pierre with his 4 points in 22 minutes. How's that for some efficiency? Alfieri Judikele will return for UC Irvine. Darren Saran in as well. The freshman point guard. Anteaters haven't scored in close to 2 minutes, but they just need stops right now, up 18 with a little less than 6 minutes to go. Underneath, it's Keeler. Back out, Hone. Hone, 3-ball launching way off. Well, UC Irvine starting to fall in love with the 3, and they're not going. And they've not been close, quite frankly. Jackson Posey gets bumped by Hone on the other side. 81-63. If you're UC Irvine now, you're up 18 with 5:19 to go, but you can't just fast forward the rest of the game and call it. You got to finish it strong. New Mexico State, despite a limited bench, despite a program reset, despite foul trouble tonight, are trying to chip away here against UC Irvine. First free throw, good. Front end of the 1-and-1 made. By Jalen Jackson Posey, the WAC Sixth Man of the Year last season. Second free throw, good. So Jalen Jackson Posey able to get both. Of course, New Mexico State not part of the WAC anymore. First year in Conference USA this year. Darren Saron, good pass to O'Fury. He goes back out to Andre Henry. Now it's to Redfield. Redfield with a little bit of a gap gets his shot. Well, it might have been blocked right there, and now it's going to end up being New Mexico State basketball. Here's Jackson Posey. Transition. Underneath, Iziagu. Keeler got his hand on it, made the shot tough, gets his own rebound, put back, can't get it, but two free throws coming Iziagu's way. Meanwhile, for those interested in that soccer game between UC Irvine and UC Davis, it is 9-9 in PKs right now. They've had 10 chances, and 9 goals have been scored by each team. This is incredible. Casey Iziagu at the line. Front end of 2 is good. Coming off of off-season knee surgery at 14-9 in their first win against Sol Ross, a non-D1 opponent. And UC Irvine, sizable lead. Second free throw missed, up 15. They've led by as many as 21. There's Darren Saron slipping his way through the lane. He gets fouled on his trip, so Darren Saron will get more free throws, and he has a chance to have his first career double-digit night. D1 college hoops. So once again, UC Irvine, chance to build on this lead. That's 15 at the moment. Here's Saron. First free throw, no good. Meanwhile, UC Irvine soccer just won the Big West Championship. There's a lot of students excited in the Bren. You can kind of hear them behind us. Some of the other fans might be wondering what's going on. It's because the men's soccer team just defeated UC Davis in penalty kills, 10-9 in PKs, to take home a Big West Conference crown. Congratulations to the men's soccer team here at UC Irvine. Meanwhile, Saron just made another free throw, so he is in double figures for the first time in his career. He's got 10 tonight. Underneath, Iziagu gets fouled by Tillis, who just came back into the game. Mexico State on a little 6-1 mini run right now to try to get right back into it. Fouls on. Yeah, I thought they called this one on Tillis. Yeah, it's definitely on Tillis. Keeler came over. Might have gotten kicked in that play. Iziagu misses the free throw. Devin Tillis 18-9 tonight. Couple of assists and a steal. Iziagu free throw good. Still a 15-point lead for UC Irvine, but now New Mexico State's going to pull up in a press. Saron able to beat it. Gets around Cook. Lost the handle on it. Iziagu diving for it. It's going to be a jump ball again. Iziagu doing all this with 4 fouls, mind you. And the Aggies on the possession arrow with 4:12 to go. Again, New Mexico State down, but again, not quitting on this game. And they are getting some key contributors, especially in the middle with Iziagu. 9 points, 8 boards tonight. Carpenter's led the way with 14 for New Mexico State. He's also out 4 fouls. Jackson Posey's up 4 fouls. He's got 9. I mean, they're doing all this with big-time foul trouble, and Jason Newton doesn't have any choice. Just let him play. Iziagu misses that shot, well contested by Keeler, and then it's going to be a foul on Carpenter. That's his 5th, so Robert Carpenter is fouled out of the game. So that's it. Dean Keeler, he knows the situation. And Carpenter will head to the bench. We'll take a timeout. A championship night. Men's soccer gets it done. On the same night, men's basketball unveiled their banner. It's 82-67, Irvine by 15, less than 4 to play on the. So when you can find a win in the schedule, you got to take advantage. Anteaters on their home floor against New Mexico State tonight feel like this is one of their opportunities to do that. Dean Keeler missed the free throw. They got a 15-point lead, less than 4 minutes to play. Dean Keeler tonight, 8 points, 7 rebounds. He's played well. Gets his second foul shot. Anteaters the team, though, they got to shoot free throws better. Again, 62% tonight, 18 of 29. After a really poor first half at San Jose State. I know they shot free throws better in the second half, but they have to improve in that area for sure. Eaters by 16. Harris. There's Cook. But that last foul by Carpenter to foul him out of the game may be a big blow for New Mexico State if they weren't done already. Christian Cook gets that. Cook's had a good game, 13 points. Coming off the bench, 6 of 8 shooting, mind you. Still a 14-point lead for UC Irvine. Here's Pierre Crockrell. Looking over the right side, Devin Tillis underneath. Lloydson down low, single coverage of the block. Inside out, Henry shot fake, 9 to shoot. Henry finds Hone, open left corner 3, and it's short, left on the front of the rim. 3 minutes to go, Irvine still by 14. Anders still got to keep defending. There's Harris on the other side. That one's missed. A lot of short shots right now, and it's put back in. Second chance, Carpenter. It's actually Ezeagu that had fouled out of this game. Carpenter's got 4. 83-71. But no, Ezeagu's a big loss. That's an impact player. 12-point game. High lob pass, too high. Crockrell couldn't get it to the 7-1 Lloydson. Crockrell already with 8 assists tonight. Was hoping that was going to be 9. Instead, a turnover, his third. 2.5 to play. Some folks especially intrigued by that 3 ball. That was missed by Carpenter. Rebound taken and a foul there. Kenyanga is going to go to the line. 2:15 to go, 83-71. Again, UC Irvine's led by as many as 21 tonight. And that was just 5 minutes ago. Irvine has missed 4 of the last 5 shots. As New Mexico State has gone on an 11-2 run in the last 5 minutes has changed. It's Kenyamba. Free throw, well short. I think right now, and this goes really for both sides, maybe it's just because early in the season and whatnot, really tired legs. I think especially New Mexico State is showing that. I think UC Irvine is, even with the depth, I think they're showing some of that too. Kenyanga gets the second. 11-point game. Soft press by New Mexico State as Crockrell feels a little bit of heat getting across midcourt with Cook on him. Keeler's going to come up and set a pick. Crockrell gets around the screen, now finds Justin Hone left side. Hone slashing towards the lane. Back up top, it's to Andre Henry now, who blows through a screen of Devin Tillis. Henry on his way to the basket, gets fouled, and he's going to get 2 free throws. Foul here is going to be on Jackson Posey, and that's his 5th. So he is fouled out of the game. As New Mexico State now run out of players. Andre Henry will go to the line. That puts the Anteaters in the double bonus anyway. Andre Henry tonight, 17 and 5. Hopefully the Anteaters can hang on here, and Andre Henry can join us post-game. Up 11 with less than 2 minutes to go. You can't stop playing. First free throw is good. So that ties him with Tillis for a game high tonight. And there he goes. 19 for Andre Henry with 5 rebounds. A game high for UC Irvine. And the Anteaters are back up 13. Less than 2 minutes to play. It's Harris across midcourt. Langston Redfield guarding him in the full court. Harris with it now. Anteaters in a 2-3 zone. Ball gets back up at top. It's over to Carpenter. Harris pounds it once. Now it's going to be a jumper. Carpenter left elbow with 5 to shoot. Gets it. Back to 11. 85-74. Things getting tight. It's a little too tight for comfort for UC Irvine. Here's Justin Hone. Hone through the lane. Goes to Tillis. Tillis wide opens. Henry doesn't shoot. He's going to hang on to it. Just trying to bleed some clock here. Henry trying to come off the screen. Lost the handle on it and gave it away. But Henry's had such a good game tonight. And UC Irvine had some really wide open looks. Couldn't get that one to fall. Here's Harris. Pass goes over to the left side. It's going to be a jumper. Carpenter just scrapes the bottom of the rim. Tillis picks it up. And now it's over to Justin Hone. 20 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. 85-74. Justin Hone looking for a bucket. Gets it and one opportunity. Anteaters trying to make their statement on their home floor. A double-digit win would be important for UC Irvine as far as the net is concerned. Justin Hone, that was a really good take through 3 defenders, got hit. That's going to send Hone to the line, trying to turn 2 into 3. 4 Anteaters in double figures tonight. Hone being one of them, and he's got 11 with that made free throw. Henry's 19, Tillis with 18, Hone's 11, Saran with 10, and then Dean Keeler's there with 9. It's Pierre Crocker an 8 assist night. 3 on the far side, missed, tipped alive. O'Fury gets the rebound. Shot clock turned off. And UC Irvine is going to win this game here on their home floor against New Mexico State. They're up 14 right now. It'll hand off to Redfield. See if the Anteaters take one more shot. It's in their best interest as far as the stats and the metrics and all that to get another bucket before the game ends, regardless of the score. Henry looking for somewhere to go. Hone launches a 3 at the buzzer, knocks it down, and UC Irvine